Good morning, Michelle here. My crazy workout. This is home workout number 3 because of the social distancing that we have to do. So I thought that I would do a couple of circuits today. I have a thigh warm-up for us, so obviously it's going to be all about the legs. I shouldn't say that because circuit 2 is abs and arms, so we're mixing it up a little bit. So let's just say it's the mix and match. I don't know, I'll come up with one, but it's home workout number 3. We have there are 3 circuits, so the warm-up circuit's going to be the first one, and then we'll go into an arm and ab, and then a cardio leg before we hit the bonus abs. So march it out. I will do a warm-up today because I didn't have a lot to carry out today. I used the bands in the Patula bands in the last video. They are sold out, march it wide. But it was funny because Anna had made a comment on YouTube, and or maybe it was Instagram, and then it was funny because right down the line on Instagram they were advertising them. It's like, okay, wait a minute, I guess they watch like Facebook does, toe taps. So Instagram has them. I don't know how they are. I haven't read any reviews on them or anything. You can use them in the thigh workout today. I didn't want to carry the big bench out to hook it to, or my sandbag or the weights or anything. I wanted to go simple. So I just figured I'd carry the box out, and I have the loop band, which I figured I'd show you with the thighs. Reach the arms overhead. Quit talking, let's go, right? Trying to get it all in. I don't want to stand here and talk to you because most people fast forward through that and then they say something in the comments and it's like, well, I know you didn't listen to the beginning because I said that. so I thought that I'd kill 2 birds with 1 stone. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach across, over. Here's 4, 3, we're gonna step together, 2, and pull the arms in, and 1, right here. Step together, pull the arms in. We'll go to a hamstring curl next, when I count it down. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Heel back, hamstring curl. Pull wide. Here's 4, 3, 2, knees up right here. Pull down. Don't bend over at the chest. Keep the back straight. Pull the knees in, engage the core. 4, 3, 2, and 1. March it out. Deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Plant the feet. Inhale and exhale. Lower down. Again, inhale and exhale. Hold it here. Angle over to the right. Push that heel into the floor. Lift up and down. Calf. Lift onto the toe. Stretch out those legs. 4, hit the calf. 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Drop the knee, pelvic tilt. Stretch out that hip flexor. Getting everything warmed up. Slide that left leg in, keep that right leg up. Pull that toe to the ceiling, engage the core. Flex that leg and stretch out that hamstring. Sit back, feel it in the glute. Tuck the head, or drop the toe, tuck the head, roll the back up 1 vertebrae at a time. Over to the left side. Lift up, and down. I don't have a whole lot of weights. We're not doing box jumps or anything. I'm just literally using the box for a single leg squat combo that I have. Hold it right here. Hold up, toe up, drop down, pelvic tilt. Feel that in the hip flexor. Slide that right leg in, pull that foot up, hold that stomach in, flat back, stick that butt back, stretch out the butt and the hamstrings, tuck the head, roll the back up, one vertebrae at a time. All right. So, the first one is going to be 4 exercises. It is a thigh warm-up. It is 5-second rest, so not a long rest, and 45-second work. After number 4, we are doing a minute of a burpee. And we are going to do, it is a V-hop right and left to a burpee. Okay? So when I hit the timer, I will do the first set without the band. And then I will add the band in to show you you can do it with the band if you want. Your thighs are going to be on fire. You don't need the band for this. It's entirely up to you. But we do the 4 rounds. So we're going to just do a plie squat, squeeze on the up, down, squeeze up, down. Think about squeezing up, down and up. Just a little warm up. You can do this at the beginning, you could do it at the end, you could throw it into the middle, you could throw it in after the legs, after the cardio legs that I'm gonna do. I wanted it as the warm up today while your legs are rested. Maybe my legs are rested. All right, now we're gonna plant that right leg. And you're gonna pull in and tap that left foot. Squeeze that right butt cheek. Now you can do this to a bench. We've done these elevated. This is where you could hook up, have that band, that patella band, hooked to your foot, and you could step out and back in. This is where if you loop the band around your legs, and I didn't get a super heavy band, you don't need, you can hold weights. I'll show you them too. If you're advanced, you already know. You should be feeling it in this right inner thigh and this right butt cheek. Now left leg, plant it, and the right leg's gonna go back. Whew. Do you feel them? Anna likes when I say, do you feel them? Squeeze that inner thigh. And we have the doozy coming up next. It's a combo move. So your thighs should already be on fire. With your butt, we're just gonna top it off. Keep them out. You're gonna lower down, drop up, lift up on the toes, drop down again, plant the feet, and come up. Down, lift, down, lift. Lift onto the toes, drop the butt just a little bit lower, drop the feet and drop the butt again, and then come up. Whew. Oh, okay. All right, V-hop burpees are next. We've got a minute. So I'm gonna grab my 10s. If you want to throw a push-up in, you can. You don't have to. I'm not going to. V-hop right, V-hop left. Hop in, clean and squat. Seconds. Finish it out. Oh. Woo. Okay, one round. Grab a drink, towel off if you need to. If you want to use the band, timer's on. Ready? Squat down and squeeze up. Bend the legs. Think about the inner thighs. Don't fall forward. Back is straight. Neutral spine. Engage the core. Squeeze and lift. We're gonna plant the right leg. After the beeper goes off, squeeze. Don't let the knees cave in. If your knees are falling in, the band is too tight. Tighten the glutes on the up. Plant that right leg, and we're gonna step in. Right butt cheek, right inner thigh. You'll also feel it a little bit in the left as you pull that leg in, but you should be focusing on the right side. Squat down, pull in. If I was looping the band around my feet, I would have it to the opposite side. So if I was looping it around, I would have it on this side, hook to my right foot. You'd get resistance stepping out, but you'd make sure as you stepped in, you still had resistance from that band. Can you feel them? Band makes a difference. You can leave the band on for the burpees as well. I'll show you. You don't need a band though. I showed you with the first round. If you're a beginner, you can do it without. Hold the legs out. Remember this one? Drop down, lift onto the toes, and lower the butt. Woo. Say hello glutes and thighs. Little butt squeeze in there. Okay, If you're sticking with the band, you can keep it on. We're going to that minute of the V-hop. Clean and a squat. All right, towel off, grab a drink. We have one more round. Okay, if you want to wait or two, you can add in weights. You can have 2 weights on the side. You can hold them at your shoulders. Just make sure you're going down and getting those thighs. We're not pulsing. Lower down and squeeze up. You can have the bar. If you have a bar, you can use the bar. Gonna stay low here. Right leg is planted, left leg is gonna step in. You can hold the weights like so. Try not to get in the way of the band, or hold them at your hips. You could also add in an upright row if you wanted to. We did shoulders the other day. Mine are still sore. Just giving you options. Right butt cheek and thigh. Oh. Squeeze, drop it down. Got that left side. Go low. In. I'm dropping the weights for these ones. You don't have to, you can keep your weights. Down, lift onto the toes, and back up. Don't forget to drop the butt when you lift onto the toes and lower back onto the feet. Down and down again. Down. Whew. All right, one more set of those burpees. Ready to go? Not wasting any time. Okay. I'm going to use the box for this one, for the planks. You don't have to. You can do your planks on the floor, or you can do them to a bench or a box, whatever you have. There's 3 rounds of this. We're going through it 8 exercises, and the beeper will go off. I'll give you a break a second, and then we'll start again. I'll show you on the floor first, and then the advanced people probably already know how to hold a plank in on the box. So, plank, right hand's back, left hand is under the body, kick back. Now we have the left hand plank. Right hand plank, left hand kick back. Lower that weight down. Oblique mountain climbers. Left side plank, right elbow tuck, down and up. You can elevate your feet for this plank. I'll show you on the next round. And you can reach under and up. Right side plank. Holding that plank, engage that right oblique, the core, tuck under. You can reach under and up, or you can tuck under. Engage, crunch that right oblique. You don't have to stay in a full plank. If it gets to be too much, you can kneel. You can drop that elbow to the floor. Take breaks when you need to. I'm hitting my book. Okay, lay down on that floor. Single arm. Tricep Nosebuster. Hold that other one up overhead. Engage the core. Press that lower back into the floor. Pull that stomach in. Pull the belly button down to the spine. Engage your core. Holding that other arm overhead. You're pressing and engaging the core to hold it up there. I have sweat rolling down into my eyes. You're gonna hold the right arm up when the beeper goes off. Right arm's gonna go up and left arm is gonna come down. So hold and engage. Press that arm up. Now squeeze. Nosebuster on the left. Engage the core. If you wanna, you can raise the legs up. Press that lower back into the floor. Don't arch the back. You're contracting the abdominals as you do your Nosebuster. And then we're gonna do both of them together. So, if you can hold your legs up in a tabletop position or overhead, just engage the core as you do those Nosebusters. Engage the core to hold that weight, that right arm over the head. However you feel comfortable, either on the floor, tabletop, or overhead. Whew. Give those arms a break a minute. We're doing Nosebusters with both. So it was single right, single left, and now we do doubles. Don't worry, you have a break before you jump back into the second round. We have a burpee to do. Okay, we're going back to that minute, different burpee. So you're gonna do a burpee, hop in, bicep curl to shoulder press to overhead extension. Have to wipe the sweat out of my eyes. So when I hit the timer, we're going. Hop back into that plank. Curl, press up, and then overhead extension. Curl, shoulder press, overhead extension. Curl, press over, overhead extension. Now, if you want to do the bench, go ahead, grab a drink. I'm going to show you the second round. I'm going to put this down so I don't shred my hands on the grippy stuff. When I hit the timer, we're going to start back at those planks. So we're going to do a left plank. And a tricep kickback. I'd like a little bit lower of a bench, but I didn't want to carry a whole bunch of boxes out this morning. Arms should be shaking. And if you have those patella bands, they will work here, or any type of band that you can loop around the leg of something. And then you go back far enough from it in your plank position, and you can do your kickbacks. Okay, you got those oblique mountain climbers. You can either do them to, my box is gonna slide. I'm doing them to the floor. You can do them to the bench if you want. Don't look under the body at your knees. Look down at your hands. Pull your knees in towards the opposite hand. Lay down onto the floor. Oh, no, plank. Left side, sorry. Gonna have to go this way. Arms will shake. Holding yourself up. Engage the core. If you can't do the twist and you want to hold, or if you want to put a foot down, we have the right side. You will be shaking. Plank, tuck under. You can reach under if you want. Contract the oblique muscles. Okay. Weights. Left arm is going to be held overhead. You take the legs to where you feel comfortable. If you want to rest your legs on your bench, you can do that. You can go to tabletop position. Just make sure that you're pressing the lower back into the floor. You can raise your legs into the air. Just engage the core. Holding that left hand overhead and engage the abdominals. Nosebuster with the right arm. Okay, left arm is going to be the one doing the tricep, right arm, hold up. Contract, drop that dumbbell down to the head. Engage the core. Press that lower back into the floor. You can go up with your legs. You can take them to tabletop, or you can drop them down to the floor. Just make sure that you're holding the stomach in. Holding that belly button, pull that belly button into the spine. Contract the abdominals. We've got both together. Press them up. You can rest your legs in tabletop. You can drop the feet to the floor. Engage the core. Wow. If it gets to be too much, you can lower one of your dumbbells. And raise up. Hold the legs out if you want. Just engage the core. Press that lower back into the floor. Oh, arms should be on fire. We have one more round of them, but we have that burpee first. Okay, so if you have a bar, I think I can do it with this weight. The tricep is the one, the overhead tricep might be the one that gets me. I'm gonna show you, we'll see. If you only have one dumbbell, do what I just did with the Nosebusters. You'd only use one dumbbell. Are you ready? You're gonna up into a plank, curl, overhead press, tricep extension, and down. Up, curl, overhead press, tricep extension, and down. Curl, press, oh, whew. Bicep curl, press up, overhead extension, and down. Curl, press up, extension. Slipping on my sweat. All right, grab a drink, towel walk. We have one more round. You can do it however you want. I like the kickbacks on the floor. I like to be level on the ground. I feel like my butt is lifted too much when I do it on the bench, but everybody is different. So you work at your level. I do like the I like the planks elevated. There we go. My arms are shaking. Ten more seconds. Left hand under this, lined up with the shoulder. Right hand back. Halfway there. Arms are shaking. Are yours arms shaking? 6 seconds. Take breaks when you need to. Obliques, oblique mountain climber. You should feel that, those planks, you should feel them not only in the arms, but you should feel them in the core as well. You're engaging that core, holding in that plank. Halfway there. Plank, side plank. Elevate or not. My arms are shaking. I don't know if I can elevate. I'll face you for this one. Oh. shaking. We have 10 more seconds. I don't know about you guys. My arms feel like jello. I'm good right here till we get going. I'm not elevating, by the way. You can elevate if you want to. I know my left arm is weaker than my right one. That's the left shoulder that's messed up. So these I don't shake as much on this side, but I'm building up the strength in it, so do what you can. That's what I'm doing. Much stronger on my right side. Whew. All right, we got those nose busters. Single arms are first. Legs can go into the air. Left arm is up. Sorry, wasn't prepared. Tricep kickback. Or, I need a nose buster, not a kickback. You can do a tricep kickback. If this is too much, don't forget, engage the core. If you can, lower your legs into a position where you can really feel the core engage. Holding that left arm up. It shouldn't all be shoulder and arm. You should be engaging the abdominals to hold that arm up. If you're just holding in the shoulder or the arm, your arm's gonna start to shake. So engage the abdominals and hold them up. Oh no, there's the timer, okay. Nose buster. If you want to, you can drop the feet to the floor. Just pelvic tilt, pull the stomach, pull the belly button into the spine, pull the stomach, tighten it, and pull that back. Not the stomach, pull the back into the floor. Press it into the floor. You can raise the legs up, tabletop them. You're using a pretty heavy weight on these, so I wouldn't do a multi-joint here, but if you wanted to, drop the weight and do lighter. Wow, these feel heavy. We'll do them in an abs one of these days. I'll work it out. Engage the core. Press that back into the floor. I gotta lower the weight down. There we go. Whew. I feel like it's getting heavy and it's gonna crash down and hit me in the head, so I'm gonna go with straight up 1 10-pound dumbbell for these. You can use however much weight you want. Oh my. We have one more burpee. So when I hit the timer, we're gonna go into that burpee with the bicep curl, shoulder press, and tricep extension. Curl, press, overhead extension, back down. Curl, press, extension, and down. We have legs. These are rep-based. Okay, you don't need boxes for these, but if you have boxes, you can use them. You're gonna stand, deadlift to a squat, press overhead, reverse lunge back. Single leg deadlift, squat down, press up, and a reverse lunge. That's 2. Deadlift, here's 4. 5. 7. 8. 2 more. 9. 10. Oh. You can do them on the floor. Okay, next one. Elbow plank. Glute lift right, glute lift left, and a jack. 2, 3, 4, engage the core. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Mountain climbers, while we're down here, 20 of these. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 10, 9, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. Okay, single squat to the bench. So right leg is planted. You're gonna squat and then a lunge. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10. Whew. All right, burpee's the last thing. Down, down, up. Down, down, up, up. Down, down, up. Down, down, up. Right, left, right. Surfer burpee. Left, right, left. 4 more. Right, left, right, left, right, left. 2 more. Left, right, my bad, it should have been right. Now the right leg. Woo. You should feel that in the inner thighs. We have another round of those. So, if you don't have boxes, it's okay. You can do this move. Grab a drink, towel off. If you don't have a bar and you have dumbbells, right leg is planted, left leg deadlift, squat wide, press overhead, reverse lunge back. Deadlift, squat wide, press overhead, lunge back. That's 2. Deadlift, squat wide, overhead, and a lunge back. Deadlift, squat out, overhead, lunge back. Here's 5. 6. 2 more. There's 9. And 10. Planks are next. Come on down. Glute lift, plank jack. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Mountain climbers are next. Up to the hands. 1, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 10. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, over to the bench. If you don't have a bench and you can't do a single leg squat, it's okay. Plant the right foot, lift up on the left toe, squat down and up, lunge forward. Squat down, lunge forward. Squat down, lunge forward. It'd be like a staggered squat. There's 4. Sit it back. 5. Maybe you can get to the point where you can lift it off. 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one. 10. Woo, shake it out. We have those kneel down up with the surfer burpee. Right, left, surfer burpee. Left, right. Right surfer burpee, sit back. Right, left. This one's 3. Here's 4. Here's 5. Halfway there. 6. 7. Here's 8. 9. 10. Oh, you feel it in the inner thighs, in the glutes, quads. We have one more round. Grab a drink if you need one. Let's do those legs. You can either do it to the benches, or you can do it to the floor. It doesn't matter, entirely up to you. Right leg deadlift, squat, up, and a reverse lunge. Deadlift, squat down, press overhead, reverse lunge. 3, 4, 5. Halfway there. 7. 9. 10. Okay, now, you're going to make those planks a little bit harder. I know, who wants to do such a crazy thing, right? Just why? Because I know it's my crazy workout. You're gonna lift right, left, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Mountain climbers are next. If you want, you can elevate them. 6, 9, 10. 10 more. 9, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow. Okay. Single leg squat to a front lunge. Bench, no bench, whatever you want. 1. 2. 5. 6, 7, 9, and 10. Kneel down, up, surfer burpee. Right, left, right, hop back. Get that inner thigh. Left, right, here's 2, 3, left, right. Here's 5, halfway there. Here's 6, 7, here's 8, ooh. Here's 9, this one's 10. Grab a drink, towel off. Okay, you're gonna do a right leg V up, so we're gonna lay down. You don't need to do weights with these. You're gonna feel it as we go through it. We have 3 rounds of this, 3 exercises. We're gonna go. So it is gonna be a right leg V up. Now the left leg, V up. Now you're gonna go starfish and crunch in. Legs wide, arms wide. Right leg. I gotta pad my tailbone. If the straight leg is too much, roll up and pull the knee in. If it's too much to lift the upper body, just leg lift up. If it gets to be too much, stop and take a break. There we go. There. 9 more seconds. Crunch in. Starfish. One more round. Right leg up. Oh. Oh. Wow. Left leg. And then star crunch. So crunch in, arms and legs wide. Killing my tailbone. Sorry guys. I need more padding down there. Woo! Okay. Okay. We are staying on the floor for these ones. You've got a tabletop position, and the right leg is going to tap down. So legs are in the air. Hold the arms overhead, tap down. If you want to, you can take the arms past your head. You want to engage the core, and you can hold the upper body off the floor, crunch over and up. Make sure you're pressing the lower back into the floor. But you can hold it up here and just focus on tapping that foot. Now we do the other side. So it's like a wood chop. But you have to keep the back on the floor. So you can hold the arms overhead. If the head and neck start to get tired, you can hold at the head, or you can hold them down, hold the arms out, engage the core. And if you want to grab a weight, we're going to do a dead bug, press out. And if you want to add a twist in, Back to that leg drop. If you don't want to, sorry, right legs first. You can keep the lower, or you can keep the upper body on the floor if you want to. Or you can raise it up, or you can add in that twist. Now, if you have your bands and you have them hooked behind you, you can hold it up, you can hold a weight overhead. Now we switch and do the other leg. Down and up. Tap down and up. If your leg gets tired in the air, you can go to where you lift and lower. Instead of holding up and lowering down, you would tap and lift and hold the other foot down. And you could use that leg to press that lower back into the floor. But if you can hold the abdominals in tight, we're gonna grab that weight for the dead bug. If you wanna add the weight, raise it overhead, past your head. Make sure you're keeping the lower back in the floor. So if that means your dead bug stays up, if you press your legs out more on a 45, that's okay. You don't have to go parallel with the floor. You want to keep the lower back in the floor and engage the core. We have one more round. Tap down. You can swing across. Engage the core. Left side, tap down. If the head and neck get tired, just put your hands behind the head and neck, take your hands out, or add your crunch, add your chop. Grab that weight. If it gets to be too much, just hold the weight overhead or hold your arms overhead. You can raise up, no weight. You can add the arms and skip the weight, or you can add the weight in, entirely up to you. Whew. Let's cool it down and stretch. The legs out, take the arms overhead. Deep breath, inhale and exhale. Bring the arms down, walk the feet in, put the feet together, take the knees wide, take the hands into triangles, overhead goddess pose. Just release those hips and that back. Bring the hands down, take a hold of the legs, Gently move the knees up. Pull the right knee in and the left knee in. Gentle rock, side to side. While you have your knees in here, we're gonna hold still. Take the legs out, circle the legs around, open up those hips. Now take them the opposite way. Pull them around and open them in. We're gonna take and hold the legs in. Come in, grab the heels, use the elbows, push the legs out, stretch out the inner thighs and the groin. Release that left leg, keep a hold of that right leg. Pull the knee down, pull in with the back. Use your back, don't use your hand for this. It's a half happy baby pose. And you want to pull that shoulder into the floor. So you're not pulling down with the arm. You're pulling on the foot, but you're using the back. You're engaging that rear delt and the lat, and you're pulling down, stretching out the inner thigh. If you can, take a hold of that foot and open it out to the side. If you need a towel to get that leg straight, because like I don't have the flexibility or the length in my arm to hold my leg out straight, to stretch out that inner thigh. Slight bend in the knee. You don't want to lock that leg out. Try and keep that left shoulder on the floor. Now you're going to bring that leg in. If you want to hold on to that towel, you're going to lower that leg over, the right leg over the left leg. You want to keep that left foot facing up, and you want to feel a nice stretch in the outer thigh and the hip all the way down into the IT band. Make sure you keep that right shoulder on the floor. You're gonna roll it up, and you're gonna bring that left or that right leg onto that left leg. You're gonna pull in, or you can keep it out here and just press out on that knee. But if you need a little bit more, you can hold your hands behind the left leg, take your elbow and press into that right knee and stretch out that hip. Lower that right foot to the floor and that left leg to the floor. Pull that right foot in, and then take the left hand, press out on the right leg and feel that stretch in the hip flexor and the glute on that right side. This is one of my favorite stretches. It gets the lower back, it gets the obliques, it gets the hips, it gets the outer thigh, all the way down into that IT band. You should feel that stretch all the way down to the knee. Bring that left leg up and keep that right leg crossed over. Grab a hold of those feet, palms face up, and pull down on the toes. You should really feel it in that top leg, the hip of that top leg, hip and glute. Let's do a little quad stretch. So you're gonna roll the leg over and roll over to the left side. Keep a hold of the left foot, and you're gonna pull in with that left hand and stretch out the quad of the left leg while you press the right leg down and stretch out that hip. Try and keep your shoulders on the floor. Nice quadricep stretch. You're gonna release it. Don't let that leg slingshot, that foot slingshot. Roll it back up. Right leg comes down, left leg comes in. Half happy baby on the left side. Again, you're pulling down, squeezing the lats to pull that leg down. Get that inner thigh stretch. towel. If you need to, take and loop that towel around the left foot, lower it out to the side and stretch out that inner thigh. Try and keep that right shoulder on the floor. You're gonna bring that left leg up and over. Keep that left shoulder on the floor. Keep that right foot turned up. Bring the left leg over the right and feel that stretch in the hip, the outer thigh, and all the way down the IT band, the outside of the leg. You're gonna come in, cross that left foot over the right. You can either hold it here and press on that knee, or you can pull in on the right leg behind the knee, or the shin, or the knee, and take that left elbow to the left knee, or take the left hand to the left knee. Don't push real hard. You just want to apply a little bit of pressure so that you feel that stretch in your hip. We're going to let that left leg fall to the floor and the right knee fall to the floor. Pull the left foot in, take that right hand, gently press out on that left leg. Feel that stretch. Hip flexor, hip, glute, IT band. I love this stretch. We're going to stretch one more hip and then we're going to come over and we're going to stretch the quad. So roll the legs up, keep that left leg on top, pull the knees in, grab a hold, palms face up, pull down on those feet. Now top leg, left leg. You should feel that stretch in the hip of the left leg the most. Again, pull in with those, squeeze the back, the lats, pull in. Don't just pull down with the hands. Now you want to keep a hold of that right leg with that left foot. You're going to roll over to the right and you're going to pull in, stretch out that quadricep of that right leg. Push that left leg down with that right hand. Feels so good. You're going to roll back up and you're going to take the legs out. You're going to roll over onto your stomach and you're going to take that right hand and you're going to lay it on the floor in a goalpost arm. Take the left hand, bend the legs, and you're going to roll over to the right side. Now, this isn't about just rolling and looking up. You want to squeeze that lat of that right arm. So squeeze the back as you press and roll to open up the chest and the shoulder on the right side. If you want to, you can take the left arm up. You can reach it behind. You don't have to. I can feel enough of a stretch when I do it this way. If you want to go a little bit further, you can start to open up those legs. Again, I don't feel like I need to, but depending on your flexibility, my back and my shoulders are tight. So right here is where I feel a good stretch. Anything past this, it starts to become more painful, and you don't want pain. You want to just hang out in this position, and the longer you're in this position, the more the muscles will start to release. So you don't want them under too much tension, because you want them to be able to release, and then you should be able to go a little bit further and open it up a little bit more each time. So there's a fine line that you walk there with the stretching. You don't want it to be so contracted that the muscle's still working. You want to be able to release those muscles. Roll it back over. You're going to put that left arm in goalpost, prop up on that right, roll over onto the left side. Now this is the bad shoulder, so the flexibility in this shoulder is not as good. You want to tighten that left lat and delt and you want to squeeze and feel that opening in the chest. Again, you can open up the leg or you can raise the arm up, but you can see the range of motion on this side I don't have. So I lay in this position a little bit longer until it starts to release, and then I try and go a little bit further. But you don't want to push to the point where it starts to hurt, because you are going to cause more injury. You just want to hold it there and let the muscles relax, and then you should be able to go a little bit further as those muscles release under tension. Roll back over, push up onto the hands and knees, push back into a child's pose, wide-legged child's pose. Lower the hands down, lower the head to the floor. You can either drop the chin, the head, turn it to a side. Deep breath, inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale and exhale. Pull up onto the hands and knees. Keep the legs where they are. Walk the hands out into puppy pose. Drop the arms down. Drop the head between the arms. Stretch out the shoulders and the chest. Keeping the arms where they are. Pull forward. Come into Sphinx. Plant the hands. Pull through. Feel that stretch in the abdominals in the back, like you have a string attached to your head, and it's pulling you not up but out. Like it's pulling your chest towards your hands. Plant the hands, press up, and walk back into downward facing dog. Walk the feet out. Engage the core. Now plant the feet. Hands are planted. Take the chest back towards the thighs. Lift the right leg up. You're going to pull that right leg forward, right knee to the right hand. Left leg goes back. And you're going to stay up on the quadriceps. Stretch out the hip. Take that left hand and we're going to thread the needle. So you're going to do a twisted pigeon. You're going to roll over, and if you can, reach that right hand behind you and grab a hold of that right leg. Open up the shoulder and the chest on the right side. Now, if you want to feel more of a stretch in the left side, you're going to turn the head so that it's at your shoulder, the left shoulder, and then you're going to sort of look over towards the left side and feel that stretch across the back. Twisting that pigeon. Nice stretch in the hip and the glute on the right side. You should feel a nice stretch right there where that piriformis, that muscle comes across the glute. And then you're going to plant that right hand, pull that left hand out. You're going to bring the leg up, and you're in a lizard pose. Reach around with that right hand, grab a hold of that left leg, and then pull that leg back and stretch out the shoulder and the chest, and then pull that left leg in and stretch, quad stretch. Now release that left leg, but don't slingshot it. Just let the foot go down. Walk the foot back in. Sit back. And a hamstring stretch on that right leg. Toe is bent. Stretch out the calf and the quad of the left leg. Roll forward. Plant the hands and press back into downward facing dog. Walk out your dog. Press that chest back towards the feet, the legs, press the feet into the floor. Nice stretch through the hamstrings and the glutes. Lift up the left leg and let's do it on the other side. Left leg pulls through, knee to the elbow, right leg goes back, come down, take that right hand under and twist that pigeon. If you want to, reach that left arm up, reach around to that left thigh, or to that left foot, and then turn the head if you want to get more of the shoulder and the back. This is such an awesome stretch for the hip flexors, the glutes. I just feel it so much right here. Plant that left hand. Some of these poses I could hang out in for probably 10 minutes. You're going to come up into lizard pose. Knee is down. Reach around with that left hand. Quadricep stretch. So you're going to push the foot out as you pull the hand in. Nice stretch on the left shoulder, chest, and right quadricep. Release that foot, but don't slingshot that foot down. Lower it down gently. Bring that left arm back around. Bring that foot down. Stay on the toe. Sit back, stretch out the hamstring. Feel the stretch in the quadricep of that right leg. Toe is, you're on your toe. Calf, quad, hamstring and glute on the left leg. You're gonna roll back forward, plant the hands, pull the foot back, downward facing dog. Walk the feet out. Now plant the feet, press the heels into the floor and press back. Feel that stretch through the glute and the hamstrings. Lift up on the toes, bend the knees, really stretch the glute. On 3, hop the feet forward. 1, 2, 3. Plant the feet, bend the legs, take and cross the hands into the elbows. Hold here, stretch out the shoulders, back, hamstrings, glutes. Drop the hands to the floor, straighten out the back, deep breath, inhale, monkey pose, flat back. Drop the head, roll the back up one vertebrae at a time. Raise the arms up overhead. Hold the arms up, take a hold of the right arm, stretch over to the right side. Nice stretch in the shoulder, in the lat, down the waist and the obliques, and then come back up. Grab a hold of the left arm, stretch it over. And release it. Stay here, drop the hands down, drop the head to the left, bring the right hand to the right shoulder. You want to keep it open, so you don't want to fold in, you want to look back. Lower the head down, stretch out the shoulder and the neck. Drop the right hand down, release the left hand, lower the head down and around and over to the other side. Take the right hand onto the head, take the left hand to the shoulder, stretch out the shoulder and the neck on the left side. Release the left hand. Take that right hand, gently lift the head, roll it to the front, all the way around, and then go the opposite way. Hold it here, deep breath, inhale, and exhale, fall forward. Hold it here, grab the elbows, hang. Feel that stretch down the backs of the legs, the hamstrings and the glutes. plant the hands, flat back, deep breath. Inhale, exhale, lower it down. Bend the knees, roll the head and the neck up, one vertebrae at a time. Deep breath, arms overhead. Hands together, prayer hands, pull down to the front, exhale. That was your workout for the day. If you enjoyed the workout, please remember, thumbs up my video. Don't forget, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Thanks for joining me.